Last but not least, Libras. Um, Hi. I know it's been a minute. I obviously wanted to just check in with you guys to see what it was giving. I'm gonna pull a couple of cards. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I don't want to be here long. Okay, this is gonna be real short, real sweet, real to the point. Okay. Yeah. So we ran a poll today. Of course, if you don't follow me on Twitter, I mean, you clearly just not living your life right. Because why would you not be following me on Twitter when that's when all of the fun shit happened? All of the fun shit pop up on Twitter. Okay. So make sure you're following me on Twitter. If you need that handle, check down below in the description box. Okay. And yeah, because all of the bad bitch shenanigans, all of the it girl things, all of the pretty bitch shit pop off over there. The rest of the apps just kind of get a sprinkle of what happened. You know what I mean? So you just kind of gonna have to get me on my handles to make sure you keep up with me on my handles. Okay, yeah. So let's go ahead and jump in, Libra. Y'all's channel song was I Don't Text Back by Young Boy. Um and I think they was basically just talking about how they just get the money and they not really paying no attention to like everybody else that be trying to text them. So you just probably might not be in the mood, Libra, these days, where it's just like, child, I saw your text, but I didn't respond because I didn't want to. You don't be talking about shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes a motherfucker just don't be talking about nothing. That's all. Sometimes you just don't be in the mood. I know like Virgo had y'all, they went in the mood. Okay, so maybe you got some goddamn maybe you got some goddamn Virgo in your chart. Maybe you got some Sagittarius in your chart, you know what I'm saying? Because Sagittarius was very much feeling real good. Everybody energy was feeling real good tonight. Y'all the last one, Libra. But it's very much giving, child. If it ain't about no money or no real shit, I niggas be popping shit and bitches be mad, but I'm not even about to give no energy to it, cause for what? You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and jump in. You do have the conclusion card, and you do have the trapped card. And I think I want to read. I want to read one of these. I feel guided to read one of these. I don't know which one. Bottom of the deck we have focus. So I do feel like y'all are focused, Libras. I don't know if there's a specific thing y'all focused on, or maybe again it's just the beginning of the new year, and y'all just like, bitch, new year, it's time to set some new goals, and it's time to goddamn come up with some new strategies to get these goddamn ideas out here. Okay, me versus me with money bag your plan. So it's very much giving me versus me. You know what I'm saying? I'm focused on myself. I'm talking to myself in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nobody but me. Ain't that what he said in the song? And I'll never ever let the fuckery get to me. Bitches ain't worth my energy. Ain't that what he said? Come on, give me the goddamn lyrics. Give me the goddamn lyrics. That's how I love me somebody bad, yo. Cause look, my boy gonna pop it. My boy gonna pop it. He gonna speak that shit for you. What? Yes, yes. Bring me down to it. And I never ever let the fuckery get to me. Niggas ain't worth my energy. Cut them off, make them feel it. I ain't dealing with nothing if it don't make sense to me. I never ever ever go against my kind for some niggas on the other side. I never ever ever put a bitch for the money. Gotta get it when it come to mine. Matter of fact, I need to put this in. Let me go ahead and put this in the motherfucking playlist. Let me throw this in the motherfucking playlist. So it's very much giving that Libra. It's very much giving, listen, bitches ain't worth the energy. These niggas ain't getting to me. This job ain't getting to me. I'm not about to let these people stress me. Because it's me versus me. That was say that's very much what y'all channel song gave. Where it's like, I don't text back. Like, I make my money. I go home to my family. You know what I'm saying? And that was on the Young Boy album where he just had his other baby with the girl. I think they just got married. I don't keep up with it too much, child, but I see what I see and I keep scrolling. So I don't know if that's her or not, but I think that's the same album. He just put that album out, not the most recent, because I think he just dropped one like a week ago. But the one before that was like the Nicki Minaj feature. I think it's on that album. And that's basically what it was giving. Like, look, I make my money, take care of my kids. Motherfucker be trying to go back and forth on the phone. I don't even text back. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not giving it no energy. And that's the same energy too with that song, Me Versus Me with Moneybag Yo, where it's like, listen, I'm not about to be going back and forth. I'm not about to cross my kind. I'm not going to be going back and forth with some shit that don't make me no money, some shit that don't make sense. some shit that ain't bringing me no sense, that ain't bringing me no dollars, bitch, I'm not aligning with any of that. I'm not texting people back. That's what it's given. If motherfuckers ain't talk about some shit that make no sense or no sense, I'm not texting back. I do want to read the trap card. So it says, do you sense that you cannot uh do you sense that you can't do what you really want to because others have expectations of you that you might not be able to fulfill? Do you feel as though you'll never get what it is that you want or go where you're trying to go? Have patience, for truly you are in a temporary position, or a temporary prison rather, that exists in your mind. Your circumstances, no matter what they are, will change. Okay? You will be free to experience the life that you wish to lead. In these times, dreaming is the best antidote. And of course, patience. Consider the story of the half raven boy trapped in conflict until he finally follows his heart. Trust in me, for I will show you when the cage doors open and you can fly freely. My dear sweet child, do you feel as if you are trapped in your life right now? So for some of you, Libra, and I'm getting a better picture. That's why I'm happy I read that one and not this one. So I feel like for some of you, you might be in that weird space. Excuse me. Fuck. I having throat chakra issues and shit. Anyway, bitch. So it's very much giving me, Libra. I think that y'all might be in that weird space that a lot of people find themselves in, especially when you're so focused, right? So that could also be why you guys are very much in energy of, I ain't finna let no fuckery get to me. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't watch my energy. I'm not even about to chase back. I don't even want to be bothered if it's not bringing me no money. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you guys are really focused, but I feel like you guys are also in that weird space of being in between. You know what I mean? You know that feeling of when God closed some doors, but He ain't opened the other one yet. It's kind of like that vibe. You know what I mean? Like, like know you about to shift levels, but you in like the waiting room and shit. You know what I mean? You know that you elevating levels. You in the elevator right now. You know what I mean? Kind of vibe. It's kind of what I'm kind of giving. It's like you're not on ground 1, but you're not on ground 12 either. You still kind of just in the elevator, seeing where the elevator gonna take you. You know what I'm saying? Wherever the floor stop, I guess that's what level of ascension we on. Like it's kind of giving that a little bit, friend, just a little bit. So a lot of you could maybe feel like you're stuck or feel like you're caged when you're not. Being trapped is a mindset, right? So if you've been super focused and you've been kind of feeling like you haven't been in the mood to talk to people, excuse me, maybe that you're not really in the mood to talk to people, or excuse me, haven't been in the mood, or you kind of find yourself kind of blocking out other people, right? Because you're so focused. I feel like, again, it's not that you're trapped per se. Again, you in the elevator. You know what I mean? What that say? Chapter 1. What does the other one say? The end, right? So it's like you're not at the beginning of the book, but you're not at the end of the book. You're in the middle. You haven't started chapter 30 yet. You just finished chapter 29, but you haven't hit chapter 30 yet. You know what I mean? And I feel like, Libra, something made me feel like you're getting like it's like frustrating. I don't know. I feel like it's a mental strain probably on some of y'all. With this trapped energy cage bird feeling here, and it is, I am picking up a heavy energy of air sign energy. Y'all are Libras, right? So it's very important to make sure you're staying balanced in your thought process, or you can mentally overwhelm yourself. But I think it's perception is the word that's coming to mind for me right now. It's like it depends on how you look at it. You know what I mean? Like I said, it's you might be feeling like you gotta be real focused. Like, I don't care if it ain't helping me elevate, then I do not see. But it's like you're elevating on your own. You don't necessarily need help elevating. But I think you could be so focused on trying to make shit shake, or so focused on trying to stay on top of just, building your empire, Libra, and doing what it is that you want to do, that you sometimes forget, like, that, I really don't want to use this word, but for lack of a better word, it's like y'all forget that purgatory state. Is that making sense to y'all? Like, I feel like retrograde Mercury retrograde is kind of like butchering my words now, and I've been doing so good today. But it's kind of giving me that a little bit, where it's like, again, you're not at ground one, but you're not at ground 10 either. But that you're in the elevator. But I think you be so worried that you're not on ground, or you're so trying to stay focused on making sure that you get off of ground zero, that you kind of be forgetting, like, this is the rest period a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of giving me that vibe. Like this is the rest period. You haven't ended, like you just ended something, but something else is about to begin. You know what I mean? Like the story still continues, kind of. So I feel like, and that could be also another segue message that I'm getting from somebody else too. Don't be so focused on trying to get all of the information, Libra. I feel like that could be a specific message for somebody specific. Don't be so wrapped up in trying to get all of the goddamn information. You be so focused on trying to get all of the information where you kind of keep yourself in this mental prison. It's not meant for you to have all of the information right now. It's like, again, consider that book example or analogy that I use, right? You read in the back of the book don't help. You got to actually open the pages and read through the chapter. But then keeping yourself too focused on all of the pages of the book will keep you mentally trapped. How will you ever get you some sleep for tomorrow to go to work and to do what you got to do if you just stayed up all night reading, trying to enthrall yourself with all that you need to know? Take a break. Don't be so focused on trying to figure out things that you don't know. Some of you are figuring out things and you do know something, or either you so focused on what you just figured out, but it's like the story still goes. You know what I mean? It's like a relationship. How many times do we get in a relationship? We spend so much time trying to figure out this one piece of information, and then we finally figure it out, but it's like, okay, now then what? You'd exhausted yourself so much racking your brain around this one thing for what? Okay, you didn't find it out. Yeah, okay, he was cheating. Now what? You done lost 6 nights of sleep, and it took you 6 seconds to get the confirmation that yes, he was cheating. Now what? Now where do we go from here? The story still writes. You still got a story to write. Your life still go on. This story still must. The movie goes on. The play must go on. The story continues. The book continues. It still has to be written. So, right? It's kind of just giving that. So make sure that you're not so trapped in the previous chapter, so wrapped up in the small details of what don't matter, that you forget that, for one, the story still goes on, and for two, that for that group, other group, you were just in the elevator. Okay, you don't have to fight so hard to get from ground one. You're not on ground one no more. Understood? You trying to get to ground 10, but you in the elevator. But you gonna fight the elevator? You can't fight the elevator. Okay, just and learn how to enjoy being in the elevator until you get to that new step. Learn how to still stay on your focus. But for right now, we just, and it's a slow moving elevator, bitch. It's ding. Ding. It's a slow moving. It's slow moving. You're gonna get to that next level. You're gonna get to level 10 and plus some. I promise. Okay? Learn how to just be open to what's to come. Let the story write itself sometime, Libra. Okay? Thank you again so much. Always. Again, if you're not following me on Twitter, obviously we're not best friends. And I mean, why you don't want to be best friends with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to be friends? You don't be cool? Like, because if you don't like me, just say that. Anyway, definitely make sure you subscribe. Okay, definitely make sure you drop down below in the description box. Leave me some comments if this resonated, and I'm out of here. Bye.